Recording video.
Touch area.
Hello, folks. It's Flying Jake, and people ask me, how hard is it to basically live on my own? There are some things. I'm learning as I'm going, but I either use the timer on my phone or my analog timer when cooking, depending on what I choose to use at the moment. Here, let me move that. But okay. This is the analog timer that I have. And if you could see right along the edge here, along the edge of the dial, there's raised up markings on it to where I can set my time for when to, how long it's got to be cooking. So, for instance, I'm baking some catfish, so it's a little bit under the 15-minute mark right there. It's counting down to 0. And then, of course, I had to FaceTime my sister, who had to help me set this at 400 degrees. So, there you go. That's pretty much it. That's how I cook. I do a lot of baking, or else I use this crock pot up here. I love catfish, so tonight I figured I'd make some catfish nuggets I got from Hy-Vee. On a further note, I might be exploring an interesting area as part of my urbex stuff that I'd like to post on YouTube. And once again, this is all legal urbex, asking for permission to do so, getting I's dotted and T's crossed. But I talked to a county commissioner, and she put me in touch with a fella at one of the universities here in Nebraska. I'm not going to go into detail yet until I get permission. And if I get permission to use this person's name, I will do that as well. But there is an Atlas F missile silo not far from where I live, and it was decommissioned, as of course the Atlas F nuclear missile is obsolete. The Cold War is over, and a lot of these silos have found new tenants. There's one in York, Nebraska, which is converted to a house. There are some in the Kansas area that have been converted to homes and businesses. Texas has a few. There are a few Atlas F and Atlas E missile silo museums where people can actually go down. And so this one sounds promising, as it looks like it might be converted to a full-fledged museum in the future. But the fellow, I guess, has taken people in there after he has drained it and everything, and did some work on it. So I might be teaming up with some friends of mine to take a trip there to see it, to explore, and to do some interesting YouTube videos. So that is all up in the air now, as I'm waiting to get further confirmation. I left this fellow a voicemail, so hopefully he'll get back to me soon on this, and we can go from there. We are expecting some more severe storms this evening in the Plattsmouth area, so I am bracing for that. I have my living room window open because I'm listening to the weather outside. Right now everything's calm. The wind is blowing here and there. I have my weather radio, of course, that will go off if any alerts are issued. And if anything happens, I will definitely start rolling if it gets, I'm hoping to get something that is quite hair-raising, but not bad enough to where I'm going to risk all in the name of a good YouTube video. So severe weather is up my alley as well. But yeah, that would be really cool if I could tour this Atlas F missile silo. I would love to, because I've heard about them in documentaries on television. The earliest I heard was in 2000, and that was pretty cool. There were a few other things. I have seen different YouTube presentations, different tours of various silos and things. So yeah, it'd be really interesting to gain firsthand knowledge of these things. And excuse me, my eyes, right eye's watering. But anyway, yeah, just to get a chance to go and look at an old Cold War relic. You know what would be really cool? If that sucker has electricity, I want to take my 2T22 down there and set it off in there, see what that's going to sound like. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? That would be so cool to see what this sounds like in the confines of a nuclear missile silo. Yeah. Now, people, when they hear the word nuclear, it freaks you out. You know, oh my God, radiation, radiation. But let me tell you something. There is a spontaneous reaction that occurs at the moment of explosion, okay? Uranium, for instance, what they use in the nuclear power plants, is safest in its raw form when it's not in water. The only way it becomes super reactive is in water when radiation starts, you know, that's why they have these big pools underneath nuclear reactors, because it is the reaction of the uranium and water that produces the radiation. They ship nuclear fuel rods across America in, you know, on flat cars in wooden boxes, basically, because they are so safe. Long boxes that contain these nuclear fuel rods, because they are safe. Now, in their spent form, once they have reacted with the water, they are at their highest radioactive content. They're dangerous. But, you know, in their raw form, in their, you know, before they have met the reactor, they are safe. Same with a nuclear missile. It is the, whatever they combine with the, whatever substance is in the missile to detonate is when this substance becomes highly radioactive, hot in a nuclear sense. So, but yeah, I'm just sitting here waiting for my fish to get done. Now, the thing is that I use a one of these oval-shaped roasting pans. It's an aluminum deal with handles on each end, and once this timer goes off, which we have a little over 5 minutes left to go, it's about 6.5 and counting down, but as soon as this goes off, I will be checking that, and we should have some nice catfish nuggets. So I will, as soon as that's done, I will open the oven and let it cool and then handle them. But yeah, that's basically a look at how I do baking in the oven. You know, it's easy. I mean, there's some things I need help with because, you know, I usually bake at 350. So I had to FaceTime my sister and say, can you help me set this thing at 400, you know? Because I first asked her, because this is the first time baking these, so how long do I bake these? And so my niece Googled it, and she told me, and then I FaceTimed her back and said, could you help me set this? So, yeah. We got it all set, and everything's going well. So, that's pretty much it. Don't have much more to discuss other than I'm just, anxious to hear back from this fellow about the missile silo. So, and I'm also anxious to get back to the dentist so I can get rid of this darn spicule. And I'll be back with more YouTube content. Until then, take care and be safe.